Alright, I got interrupted by a call. Man, lost my thread a little bit. Damn it. So, alright, even my own mother says, you talk about all this spiritual stuff and, you have such insight, but you still get angry, you still get frustrated, so how is that really helping you? I mean, how does that help anybody if you still get like that? And you may know more, or you may be aware of more than most people, or like a lot of people. And this is where the reality kicks in, okay? Yes, from looking from outside in, you would come to that conclusion and say, this guy doesn't know all this stuff. He's just, maybe he read it somewhere, maybe heard other people talking about it and he put his own version of it together. You could come to that assumption or conclusion, whatever, but this is the reality. It is exactly because I have so much insight, because I have all this understanding, that makes me extremely impatient, extremely frustrated sometimes, when dealing with people, because I have those insights, because I very, very well understand what's happening. I also smell, recognize, see, hear bullshit from miles away. Okay? Now, that could sound as cocky or, boasting, self, gratitude or, whatever. But the thing is, look, if you punch me in my stomach and I say, hey, why did you do that? It hurts. And you say, I know, man, but, I just wanted to do it, for the sake of it or whatever. I like doing it to people. Like, I like the reaction, Yeah, but you punch me in my stomach. If I punch you in your stomach, it hurts, right? It's super unpleasant. Yeah, but I like it, whatever. Like, who cares? Punch me, whatever. Cool, maybe you like it. That doesn't mean everybody else likes it. So it's like, or you say, oh yeah, but it doesn't hurt that much, Or you say, yeah, I know it hurts, but, I don't care. Like, punch me back if you dare. Or you say, well, I didn't know. Sorry, I didn't know. You didn't know that you punch somebody in the stomach is gonna hurt? So, which means what? You were born yesterday or like today? So, you see, I don't have tolerance for bullshit. I know and I can see through people when they talk to me. I don't need to talk to them for hours. And I can tell what that person is about. And sometimes you say, the way you speak comes off as like, we know what you're about. I don't rely on what people say. I don't even sometimes rely on what people do. But I read them. I sense them. It's the sensation I get about a person that tells me, that reaches way beyond what they say, what they do, And that's why sometimes when people say, oh, you're so rude, or like you're insensitive because you said this or that, or, you behaved like that with that person, or that the other person, or this person, it doesn't matter. You don't know the backstory. Had you known it, had you felt me, had you understood the conflict between me and that specific person, you wouldn't have the same opinion. But you're looking from outside in instead of inside to inside. That's the whole point. I don't look at things from outside in, because those things don't matter to me. Those things never start from outside. They start inside and they project themselves on the outside. So if I want to understand the situation, I have to look from inside to inside. Alright? I have to connect my within with that within. And then when I resonate on that level, I can sense, I can feel what that person is feeling. Oh, that's impossible. You can't know that you're not them. You see, that's where you're wrong. Because that's where you don't understand the concept and what context I'm talking about. I'm talking about a context where we are all in one. Okay? So there is no such thing as, oh, I can't know it because I'm not them. I am them. And you are me. So as much as I can understand and feel what you feel, if only I allow myself and open myself to it, then that means you can do the same. But, you see, you have to be able to truly, truly open up emotionally. Okay? And if you're hurt, and if you're guarding yourself, you have these walls around you because, I don't know, at some point in life you got super hurt, and, you know, you will not be able to be on that level to actually feel other people because you don't let yourself feel yourself. Yourself is in everybody and in everything. What did I just say? You don't allow to feel yourself. So how on earth you think that you could connect with everything around you? Exactly. So that's why I'm impatient. I'm impatient because I know the solution is so easy. Because I know that humans are so capable. Because I know that humans were designed by consciousness itself to reach the highest potential of what we don't even, like right now as people, as these units, right? These persons, Matei, I don't know, you're George, there's Lori, there's, I don't know, Rachel, Jessica, Ryan, I don't know. You know, whatever your name is, okay? You don't even grasp what you're capable of, truly. That's how capable you are. And that's, when I look at people, like even yesterday I had a conflict at a beach I went to, and some guy was smoking. It's like a younger guy, but he's smoking like right next to the, like a, not a tent, but they had some kind of logs. It looked like a teepee or like a tent, and the family was inside, I don't know, or his friends. They had little kids with him, and he was smoking outside. I was far away, and people said, oh man, why do you even bother with it? Why do you go, like, you know, risk your safety and go, you know, challenge somebody or talk to them at all? You know, what if something happens? I don't think like that. I don't live in fear. Oh, what if somebody does something? I don't care. You disrespect me. You disrespect my presence where I come. I don't disrespect you. If it says at the beach, no smoking, it's for a reason. First of all, it's nature. You can endanger, you know, shrubs, trees. You can start a fire, endanger everybody there, including animals, all the wildlife. You smoke. It's disgusting. It's really disgusting to smell somebody smoking because cigarette smoke lingers around for a long time. I was far away. I was actually far away. And I'm looking around. I haven't seen anybody smoking next to us, next to my wife and our dog. So suddenly I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, who's smoking? I look around. There's only kids, mothers. Guess what? I look far down and I see this freaking kid. He was super short. He's smoking. I'm like, what the fuck? Seriously. Because that pisses me off. I come out like, look, listen to the side of my side of the story, okay? Now, I'm at home. I'm into like health, okay? But not fake health, masks and vaccine and all this nonsense, okay? No, I'm into actual health. Keeping yourself disciplined, fit, you know, eating food that doesn't come from violence, eating food that is healthy, you know, having a very strict workout regimen, or regimen, how do you say that? I don't know, discipline, whatever, program, if you want it. You know, being very healthy, have, you know, thoughts, productive thoughts, not destructive, you know, being clean, I mean hygienically, and, you know, fixing things, putting things in order, even at home. That all creates your well-being in your actual health that projects then from inside onto outside. Alright, so I'm all about that. I work a whole week on a whole lot of stuff, on a lot of projects, My wife goes to work. You know how much you have to struggle to keep up with all the expenses you have. Just the basic stuff that we have to do nowadays, okay? Then I finally get these 2 days, let's say, okay, half of the Friday, to spend with my wife in peace. Go somewhere out in nature, which I can do also the weekday, but that time I'm with her. We go out, we take our dog, we have this peaceful time, go out to the beach, be in fresh air, listen to the ocean. Then you have people who are completely disrespectful. They play loud music at the beach as if they were alone and there's nobody else that has the right to enjoy the beach and the nature. Smoking, disgusting smell. If you want to be a drug addict, if you want to portray that image, because you're addicted to drugs, you're a junkie. If you smoke, you're a junkie. Remember that. Always remember that. It is not normal that you need to smoke. That's not normal. You have a huge problem. You have a huge addiction problem if that's what you do. Okay? Beside alcohol and other drugs. So don't delude yourself that it's normal just because we have been surrounded by it for like for a long time. And then when you grew up as a kid, you thought it was cool because you saw your grandparents smoke, you saw your parents smoke. It's disgusting. It's a disgusting habit. I will always advocate against it. Even though a long time ago, I used to smoke when I was a kid because I thought it was cool. I was in this company of these older homies, and we were like a clique. Not a gang in an American sense. We didn't go kill anybody, shoot people and stab them. But we were like a gang, right? All right, we were hanging out together, being up to no good, but like still in a pretty innocent type of way. Even though we would sometimes steal and vandalize things, but nothing super major, all right? Anyways, so I used to smoke at that time. I'm not proud of it. I'm not ashamed of it. It was just a period of time. I don't care. It's gone. And I will always advocate against it because I know that most of us smoke because we thought it was cool, because we grew up with that image. Now I know it's not cool. For you to smoke outside in society, just remember, you are portraying that image for everybody that is younger, that is looking at you. You are making that image into something that is normal. Just remember that's your responsibility. You guys, listen to this. When I respond to people, when I hold them up to certain standards and certain rules and laws, I do that because that's how we will get to certain accountability that we should have in an advanced society. If you leave that alone and you say it's not my business, I can just move away, you are enabling this society to be crippled and not to reach its actual human, really high potential. Okay? You are part of the problem, not the solution. The part of the solution is, first of all, you taking care of yourself, sweeping up your own rug before you do in front of other people's homes, okay? Cleaning up your crap, but also at the same time, hold other people accountable to that. But you can't hold them accountable unless you are doing that. So don't be a hypocrite. You start that, and you start slowly reminding people of such stuff, because this is what we owe. We owe that to ourselves. We have to hold each other accountable for all these things. Okay? So I don't mind if people remind me of stuff. I really don't. Now, if I don't agree with you, or if I have another perspective because I tested things and I know you're not, you don't have that knowledge, and you're basically throwing at me something that it's not the reflection of truth, I will let you know. And you may think I'm offended, that's why I respond, or whatever it is. But hey, think whatever you want. So, to make the long story short, if we don't hold each other accountable, we can never expect a change. And I'm not talking about cliche change, but I mean an actual change. A change at the roots of our society. If you think you can just walk away and then let somebody do what they're not supposed to do and what is disrespectful and disgusting, and it's not helping them. Look, listen, When I got onto that guy's neck about smoking, like, he may have been pissed off. He told me, fuck you. But I stood there. I said, no, you're going to put that cigarette out. That's it. Put that cigarette out right now. I'll just smoke until the end. I said, no, you won't. Put the cigarette out right now. There are kids around here. If you don't respect your own people here, you will other people. I'm down there. I can smell the stuff all the way down. I didn't come here to the beach to relax and then smell your crap here. You want to poison yourself, you want to do this kind of stuff, fine. But I don't have to be a part of it. Got it? So, no debate, no tolerance. That's how things get done. And people say you're risking this and that. You know what? Fine. I mean, look, listen. If this is how you think, but you expect change, you're a hypocrite, okay? If you never put your neck on the line for something that is worth doing and reminding somebody of, because basically if you're walking away, first of all, you're not helping anybody. You're not helping yourself, because you're just going to repress your anger and your frustration with such people who are disrespectful and inconsiderate. And also, you don't help that person. And you basically, if you want this society to be better and have higher standards of living and be happier and be more fulfilled, you can't support that somebody has an addiction. You can't be like, well, that's fine, it's not my problem. Yeah, it is. Yeah, because everything runs in circles. It might not be a problem right now, today, but it is a problem for all of us, because these things are happening here. They're not happening somewhere else, where you can just, hide your tail between your legs and run away. You can't do that, because anywhere you go, you are affected by these industries that these people support. You're affected by the illness, by the sickness that these people spread, because they don't have a clear vision of what health means, of what well-being means, of what human potential actually is. Because they either are not willing to know, so they're selfish in it, destroying everything around them and themselves, displaying arrogance, ignorance, and disrespect. And then people say, oh, you just rant, and you're not, you're so unhappy. You have to look at all these other people, what they're doing. Just mind your own business. See, that to me, not only to me, but in actual reality, that's cowardice. Okay? I don't need to force anybody, I don't need to beat them up because they don't want to stop smoking. But I for sure will be there to remind them. Now, that may make them uncomfortable. It may make my visit to the beach uncomfortable, but it's already uncomfortable as it is when I get there and I sit down and I have to smell somebody's disgusting shit. So why not make it more uncomfortable also for them? I mean, why should I be the only one uncomfortable? Why? I mean, they created a problem. You can't expect creating a problem and then closing the doors and have peace. No, you can't. You create a problem, you close the door, people come knocking, tup, 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 tup. Hey, what the fuck you doing, man? And you're like, oh my God, how dare you? Like, why do you come to me like, my God, whoa, you're attacking me like you're so violent. Like, seriously? You create a problem and then you expect to run away and then not be touched by it. Guys, that does not work like that. Come on. Stop pretending and repressing your feelings, your actual feelings about people who are like that. Just stop doing it. Do yourself a favor, okay? Hold each other up to certain standards and rules and laws. And I'm telling you that for your own good, okay? I'm telling you that because you are not doing it. And guess what's going to happen? There are forces in our society, there are people in our society who will do it whether you like it or you don't. Okay? That's what's happening. This is exactly what's taking place. And then you wonder, oh my God, why there are such control freaks around? Why is the government wanting to do this and that? Why are the corporations holding us hostage and slaves? Because of that. Yeah, he may have been connected to greed of certain people on top. He may have been connected to certain things, but guess what? They're just a hand of nature. Nature does not like things going rampant and chaotic. Nature serves balance. Nature cuts things that are not useful, replaces them, and that's what's happening. Controls them. so they don't grow out like a virus and take over. You know what the pandemic really is? You are the pandemic. Those who are content, those who are tolerant with everything, those who support every stupid trend that comes out, those who are like, oh my God, you're so judgmental, why do you do that? Just leave people alone, God damn it, just mind your own business. Those are the people. That's why we're gonna get controlled. That's why we have mechanisms in place on every freaking corner of this world. When we have cameras, when we have people listening to us, when we are tapped, our conversations are tapped. This video here is going to be heard by a bunch of institutions, a bunch of agencies, not in the sense of some human sitting behind a computer listening to me talking. No, all this stuff gets written down and recorded in the sense and the forms of algorithms, and then they take over and they come back and they say, that's the problem they have, we'll fix it. See, because that is the actual problem that we have. It needs to be addressed, it needs to be fixed, not just addressed. It's not enough to just talk about it. We have to start doing things about these things. And because for so long you have, been so scared of what's going to happen to you if you mention something, what's going to happen to you if you stand up for yourself, what's going to happen to you, God forbid you address somebody that you don't know and you have no idea what they're capable of, so you should better just run away and just hide somewhere, and then, not say anything to be a bad guy. Who cares? And you know what? Now you will be stuck in a little box that has 8 corners, and in each corner there's going to be somebody watching. And that's already happening. That's why this system is coming into being. Because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Okay? So if I had to be so clear, and if I had to be so strict and so, so loud about it, fine. Hate me, love me, be disgusted by me, be annoyed by me, I do not care. Take it however you want to take it. If you're a real person, you know what to do. If you're not, go away and hide. But remember, the box has only 8 corners. And in every corner, there's a microphone and a camera that is recording everything you say and everything you do. And that, from all angles, being compiled together, determines how hardly you will be suppressed. Think about what I told you. Think about it very, very deep and very hard. Okay? 8 corners. That's it, guys. We are getting there. It's not going to be nice. It's not going to be beautiful. You built it yourself. You built the box. You can't keep running away. There's nowhere to go. It's time for you to realize that. It's time for you to realize it, to, live up to it, own up to it, and be the person. Be the enforcer and be the doer. That's what it takes.